culture influences. You know what I'm talking about? Black culture influences. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like me, man, I fuck with the culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of this shit now. I be doing this shit now. So I kind of take pride in the culture a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or just period. I do that period. It don't even gotta be, media, entertainment, movies, no shit like that. It can be community based. You know what I'm saying? Children based. Educational based, like the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much, the culture. Period. And I invited three gentlemen on my couch. You know what I'm saying? And in the crib, on my couch. And how I do my thing is how I do my thing. When you come sit on a Black Couch Talk, and shout out to the future people that's coming through on Black Couch Talk, cause this for y'all too as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to argue with you. You here to pop your shit. You here to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Come in. We gonna chop it. We gonna vibe, and you know what I'm saying? And we gonna have a convo. My shit is not a debate. You know what I'm saying? My shit is not a back and forth. My shit is not no win or lose. You know what I'm saying? My shit is not no interrogation. You know what I'm saying? My shit is conversation. Flat out. You know what I'm saying? My shit conversation. So when you come up here, man, the floor is yours for you to pop your shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, I'm gonna say a few things here and there. I'm gonna control the interview, of course, but I ain't here to dispute. I ain't here to really say you wrong. I ain't here to say you right. I ain't here to say, I ain't here to go back and forth with you. Nah, we conversate about it, speak our, speak our thing, and keep it moving. So I had three gentlemen up here, Black Couch Talk. Like I said, shout out to those three gentlemen, man. Y'all tagged in the profile. Black culture influence, right? Now, I asked all y'all the same question. Or pretty much the same question, same topics. We all talked about one specific topic. You know what I'm saying? Or one specific area of expertise, what we do. You know what I'm saying? Media. Who is the head media in culture, in the black culture? Who is the biggest influence? Who's at the top when it comes to black culture, black entertainment, media, so on and so on. And I was very disappointed, man. Very disappointed. All three of you guys said it was DJ Black. And then it was like hands down, not even a thought. It wasn't nobody else but DJ Black. God. All three of y'all said that. Shout out to CMP. CMP, you weren't really trying to big him up. I give you that part. When you came and sat on the couch, you weren't trying to defend a DJ Vlad or, you weren't trying to big him up and hype him up. You were just stating how you feel, what you thought. I give you that. But the other two gentlemen, they were really caping for that guy. They were really, really caping for that guy. You know what I'm saying? And I was surprised. I didn't know if that was some type of cahoot shit. I didn't know if that, if that was the narrative they wanted you to push. They meaning anybody. Or I didn't know if this was collective. thought that, hey, everybody gonna stick with the same thing when we go, and we just gonna, run with that, whether we believe it or not. I didn't know if it was some of that shit. I didn't know what to think, to be for real, you know what I'm saying? But I did not agree with that bullshit at all. At all, I did not agree with that bullshit at all. And like I said, it ain't, when you come on a black couch, it's your time. It ain't my time. It ain't for me to be, well, no, I feel like this. No. It ain't for me to be doing all that shit. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't for me to be telling you wrong, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to persuade you to think how I think. Nah. It ain't for all that. Might have a question or two. Might have a statement or two. But, it's your world. You know what I'm talking about? This is my time right here. You know what I'm saying? This is where I do my thing. This is where I do my so-called debating. This is where I do my so-called back and forth. You know what I'm saying? This my war words right here. You know what I'm talking about? This my CMP network right here. Well, I got the stage. You know what I'm saying? And I can take it where I want to take it. So, I'm going to address that. DJ Vlad is the biggest influencer in the culture. That is a goddamn lie. That's just, but if you notice, when y'all was talking, I ain't really go in depth and yada yada with facts, or I ain't ask you about, you know what I'm saying? I ain't do all of that. But right now, I'm gonna do all that. So alright, I got one question for all three of you guys. I got one question. And CMP, you can relate to this. You specifically. You can relate. How can someone influence anything when they don't talk? They don't show themselves in front of the camera. They don't have opinions and statements and hot takes and shit like that. They just interview people and ask them questions. He not even the biggest influence on his own platform, if you ask me. It varies to whoever he has on this platform. Sure, DJ Vlad got a nice solid base, but he get his views and he peak interest based off who comes on there. You know what I'm saying? And they do the influencing. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about nothing he said. I don't recall nothing he said, or no kind of point of view, no kind of statements or takes and shit that we done highlighted and talked about and was a big deal, went viral, yada yada. But whoever come on that platform, they go viral, they have a hot take. We talk about shit they be saying. Never DJ Vlad. So, my question, how can somebody influence anything when they not even talking? They asking questions. They not giving no statements. They not telling nobody how they feel about this, that, and the third. They not giving no direction. How can anybody have an influence like that? I don't know what the fuck he influencing into my culture. And I'm going to say mine, because y'all disagree. Y'all put him on the pedestal. So, for right now, I'm snatching the black card. For right now. Not totally. You know what I'm saying? But, in my culture, I represent, you telling me a white guy from Ukraine, a white guy from Ukraine, he the leader? Get the fuck out of here. What did this nigga do, man? What did he do? We talking numbers? What are we talking? Like what basis, what grounds are you judging that on? I don't know. And it couldn't be based off the culture. It couldn't be based off the culture. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what he influencing when a man ain't even talking this shit. You know what I'm saying? So, if that's your definition of influencing, okay, I bet. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we don't agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Point number two. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about the culture, the culture is made up of us. The culture is represented by us. You know what I'm saying? Sure, we can add some diversity, or you know, we can accept others. You know what I'm saying? Of course, this is culture. This is the culture. You know what I'm saying? We'll accept, you know what I'm saying? We will accept people that envy and, you know what I'm saying, maybe want to duplicate, maybe want to try, maybe want to, fans, you know what I'm saying, who love it. Yeah, of course we gonna, you know what I'm saying, we gonna accept that. But just cause that one little exception get to come in, that's different. No way he just above and beyond or better or got the most pull, most rank, most influence when he not the majority. We the majority in the culture. So how can somebody else be bigger when we the majority? It's way more us, only a few of them. Only a few of them. Now I know Mo, you named your 1090 Jakes, your album 22s, you mentioned, you know what I'm saying, we just let these, you know what I'm saying, white people come and take over our shit. They did us like we did the Pilgrims and shit. I heard you. Didn't agree with none of that bullshit, but I heard you, my nigga. I heard you. But last time I checked, even though you named 3 or 4 or 5 of them or whatever, you know, you can name way more of us. This our culture. We do this. We the ones pushing this shit, shaping this shit, guiding this shit, directing this shit. Not them. They just spectating. How can you be a spectator and the head of the culture, and you a spectator? I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's my point number 2. It's just a few of them. Yeah, they in the lane. Yeah, they big and got a name. But it's just a few of them. It's way more of us doing this shit. Where you think they got it from? It was just all them. I was kind of disappointed in you, Mo. RJR, I kind of expect certain shit. But Lil Mo, I kind of expect certain shit from you. You know what I'm talking about? So, it went how it went. I'm just telling you what you know what I'm saying, what I observed, how I feel. You know what I'm talking about? But I. Okay, since we want to do numbers and you say he ain't the highest, RMJR, you said such and such don't got enough pull, enough. I mentioned $1 million worth of game. You said they don't got enough pull. They don't got enough traction. Like what, nigga? $100 million. What more do you want? I got $100 million. What more traction do you want? You think DJ Vlad worth $100 million? Show me his $100 million deal. Show me his shit. Show me his $100 million deal, man. I'm guaranteeing you he ain't even worth $100 million. But you want to shit on $1 million worth of game. You want to say DJ Vlad and them is better than. All right, let me keep going. I ain't finna keep. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. All right, so look, since you want to do the numbers, since you want to play the numbers game, I don't even play that game. I like playing the real shit. You know what I'm saying? I like just keeping it real, keeping it solid. But since we gonna play the numbers game, DJ Vlad don't even get more views than DJ Academics. DJ Vlad does not get more views than DJ Academics. Go ahead and type that shit in Google, nigga. DJ Vlad does not definitively get more views than Joe Budden. Go and look it up, nigga. So the two people you want to shit on and say they peons or they ain't nothing, they get more views than your police, nigga. They get more views than the police. They get more views than DJ Vlad. How you gon'? We ain't giving no respect to that. We ain't giving no credit to that. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. RMJR, stop playing, bro. Stop playing. Y'all came on here and said DJ Vlad the biggest in the culture and you thought I wasn't finna say nothing? 100, man. I gotta appreciate y'all. You know. I fuck with every one of y'all guys. But I gotta keep it real, though. I gotta keep it real, though. Like I said, you know, Black Couch ain't where I say what I'm saying now. That ain't what my shit about. You know, I direct and address my shit on my own time, and it's my time. You know what I'm talking about? SHOWspeaks. I address it then. I ain't gotta address nothing y'all said or nothing nobody said when they came and sat on the couch. Cause that's your right to say what you gotta say or wanna say when you come sit on the couch. And you forgot one more conglomerate. You forgot one part of the culture. Didn't even think of it, didn't even mention it. And it's just For people to be so astute at what they do and don't mention the Breakfast Club? Stop playing. So DJ Vlad, he bigger than the Breakfast Club, nigga? I didn't even say that one. When y'all was on the couch, I didn't even say that one. Y'all disrespected Joe Budden and Academics so hard, I didn't even want to say them. I already knew where it was going to go. I ain't even let it happen. I ain't even let it happen. Cause we all know Breakfast Club bigger than both of them. Bigger than all this shit. If you want to say somebody head of the culture, I say Breakfast Club. But I guess y'all still put Vlad over there, huh? I don't know, man. See, I like to think, man. I don't like to just be in my feelings. I don't have a motive. So I'm saying, I'm just saying real shit. I don't got a motive. I could have said Breakfast Club when y'all niggas was on the couch. I could have made a big argument for that. Didn't do it. It's not the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy how you overlook all that shit and put this police ahead of the culture. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Like, ain't y'all part of the culture? What we doing? What we doing? Lil Mo, you came right here on my couch talking about Vlad, man, he get mob bosses, man. Nigga, the Breakfast Club get the president, vice president, nigga, secretary of defense and all this shit, man. Like, what we talking about, man? A mob? Who give a fuck about that? The culture don't give a fuck about the mob. Like, I mean, what, shit like that? That ain't our culture. That's their shit. That's his shit. That's how he got him. Shit. He over there. You know, we over here. You know what I'm saying? We get Camilla. You know what I'm saying? Michelle and shit. Like, man, stop it, man. Politicians. People that make decisions and shit. Like, man, get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. What all of that? DJ Vlad. Man, I was disappointed, bro. I was disappointed, but that's how I feel about that. And you know, there it is. All right, what we got? What we got, man? Tory Lanez, man. Shit, man. Condolences to Tory Lanez, man. Man, it's sad, man. It's fucked up. How he get done, man. Everybody know he innocent. I'm gonna just start out by saying that I got videos. You can go look at it. His videos out. You can go look at them. You know what I'm saying? But it's just sad, man. Everybody know he innocent, man. Everybody know he innocent. You know what I'm saying? The whole industry done basically disowned or pulled themselves away or just, you know, kind of shied away from Meg Thee Stallion. Come on, love. But I don't even blame Meg Thee Stallion. I do, but I don't. When you know it's a bigger play at hand, you know what I'm talking about? Like this shit, it's you know, it's just deeper than what you may think. It's just deeper than what you may think. So we all know the situation. We all know Tory Lanez in jail. You know what I'm saying? We all know it was a quote unquote pool party at the Kardashian crib. We all know about Tory fucking Meg Thee Stallion. We already know Tory about fucking the friend. So, you know, Tory was doing a little extra. You know, Meg Thee Stallion was definitely doing some extra shit. But, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We already know that. All right. They leave the crib. Get in the car, or, you know, they in the car. You know, and, you know, these celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They got a driver, they got security, they got a manager, they got all these shit. So they went just by themselves. Me and you, we probably go somewhere dolo ourselves. We ain't got no security and we ain't got no managers and, you know, a driver and shit. You know what I'm talking about? So it's people. It's other people. You know what I'm saying? But they in the car. So basically Meg Thee Stallion say the man shot her in the feet 2 times, 3 times, whatever the case. Talking about dance, bitch dance, all this shit. Man, come on, man. We already know that shit is bull. Straight like that. We already know. We already know. We already know. It's all over the motherfucking internet, man. All type of shit. The evidence. The immunity. How Kelsey get immunity? Why did she get immunity? Why? Who the fuck gets immunity that was on the scene, that can testify, that was involved in the situation, but you get immunity? Alright, so we already know the details, bro. We already know it's bullshit. Now we got some black queens, they still standing for Meg, they still caping for Meg. And that's cool. You know, women stick with women. I give y'all that. I definitely give y'all thumbs up on that. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that courtroom real. You know, that courtroom real. It goes black and white off laws and, you know, evidence and, you know, all that shit. So, as big as the fans is to public opinion, you ain't gonna mean nothing in that case. You know, it's an ongoing slow. You know, they bringing shit back up, and you know, and they still it's still ongoing. Let's just say that it's still ongoing. You know what I'm talking about? So it's still good. You know what I'm saying? It's still Tory can still get out. You know, Tory can still get out, and he may. You know what I'm saying? He may very well get out. But I'm just giving you, you know, a little brief little rundown of what the fuck going on. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad, man. It's just sad, man. Like I gotta damn near lose my life cause somebody mad that I'm successful. You know, that I'm an independent. That I don't need them. You know, trying to blackball a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Trying to prove a point, send a message to a nigga. That's what Tory doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on with Tory. You know, basically. You know what I'm saying? Basically. You know what I'm saying? A complete sabotage. A complete sabotage, man. I just ain't never seen no shit like this. If they wasn't who they were, this would have been dismissed. Now I know it's a lot of people in jail right now for wrongful. You know, they wrongfully arrested. They innocent, but hell no, hell no. This is a setup. It's a setup. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much a heist. You know what I'm saying? Stealing a nigga time, stealing a nigga life, man, stealing a nigga money. You know, the money gotta spend to fight this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, not being able to make money. You know, this pretty much a heist, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tory just got everything taken away from him, man. You know what I'm saying? They tried to take his life. Tried to take his life. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if this is not a play, if this is not a trick, you know, if this is not no type of publicity stunt or no shit like that, and this is all factual, the hell yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. Like, it's just too many coincidences. Like, it's too many fuck ups. It's too many blatant fuck yous in this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Too many. First of all, let's start with the lawyer. Let's start with the lawyer. Right? The lawyer name is Sean Holly. Female, black woman. You know, so he probably feel like, I don't know where he got this lawyer at. I don't know how he got the lawyer. You know, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But it should be a conflict of interest because she worked for Rock Nation. The people that's supposed to defend Tory Lanez, the woman that's supposed to defend Tory Lanez, right? She works for the plaintiff. How is that not a conflict of interest? How is that not a conflict of interest? I don't understand that. I don't understand that. How is that not a conflict of interest? And it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's a lawyer, you know, she do other shit. She in the entertainment, you know, she rub elbows. You know, that's how she got to be Tory's lawyer. You know, she's in that world, even though she's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And they probably both go hand in hand, being that, you know, entertainment, lawyer, you know, hand to hand. You know, so she produced a TV show, right? This is the lawyer that represents Tory, or supposed to represent Tory Lanez. She made a TV show, and it's named after Jay-Z album, Reasonable Doubt. Like, ain't that some spooky shit? Ain't that some coincidental shit? With all the allegations, with all the rumors, with all the he say, she say. And this girl works for Jay-Z. Pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. Jay-Z is Rock Nation, right? Meg Thee Stallion is Rock Nation, right? Jay-Z got a vested interest in Meg Thee Stallion, right? Somebody tell me when I'm wrong. And she's so embedded. She's so embedded in the entertainment, even though she a lawyer. You know, she got a daughter that's a singer, and she sings background for Beyonce. Tory Lanez, his lawyer, her daughter sings background for Beyonce. Come on, man. You see how embedded this lawyer is to Jay-Z? How the fuck did she even be Tory Lanez's lawyer like that, man? For real. Like straight up. How she even be, how did she do that? And then one of the biggest coincidences is like, man, there's a bunch of them. Okay. The DNA don't match. The gun that Tory Lanez supposedly had shot girl with, it don't match. It's no DNA from Tory Lanez. None. I shot this girl. You recovered the weapon. You got the bullet fragments to know this was the weapon that was used in the incident. This is the weapon. You matched it with the bullets that you found on the scene from this weapon. When you shoot a gun, the bullets got like engravement type shit. It matched. Fragments. It matched. This the gun. But my DNA not on the gun, but I shot her? What we doing, man? What we doing, man? What we doing? I don't really need to speak too much. I don't really need to speak too much on this situation right here. It should be clear as day. It should be clear as day. Now, if you got love for Meg and you a Meg fan and you want to overlook and you want to sweep shit under the rug and act like, that's fine. But like I told you, in the court of law, don't none of that matter. Only that real shit matters. So, man, it's just sad, man. It's just sad, man. That man got stabbed. That man got stabbed by a Mexican. That man got stabbed by a Mexican 14 times. That Mexican got a life sentence. And he a pedo. So he a pedo? and a Mexican and he just got off on a nigga? Stop playing, man. Stop playing, man. It's go time. It's go time. That probably started a riot in that prison. Some shit like that. Some shit like that can start a little war in the prison. I wouldn't be surprised. We don't know. We'll never know. Unless TMZ let something out or some shit, whatever. But shit like that start wars in prison. How they even? Man got a life sentence and he a pedo. Soon as he said, he did an interview, Tory Lanez did an interview and was talking about the evidence. And then right after that shit, the nigga got stabbed. And I'm hearing some shit like he was brought into the jail and he was brought into the prison. Like he wasn't just there with them. He was brought. And then they brought some prisoners from another prison and they was on the yard, yada yada and all that type of shit. Could be true, could not be true, but kind of it probably, maybe, who knows? You know what I'm saying? And then, they locked Chris Brown up. Chris Brown put free Tory. Next thing you know, he locked up in London or England or somewhere overseas. He's still locked up. No bond. Assault. Assault on a producer from 2023. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. But hell no, man. Hell no, dog. Hell no, man. Man, free Chris Breezy, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if he might be already free. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But free Chris Brown, man. Yeah, like that is even that's a a slick. What the fuck kind of coincidence, man? Like, how you lock up Chris Brown because he put free Tory, you know what I'm saying? He put free Tory Lanez on his story. Glorilla put free Tory Lanez, or she played a Tory Lanez song. Meg Thee Stallion unfollowed her. Then Glorilla took the song down. Then, I guess Meg had followed her back, or Glorilla made a post about, look, man, I ain't indulging in messy shit, you know what I'm saying? Yada, 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 So, it's a lot of people embracing Tory. Because they know the situation. A lot of people, man. A lot of people. This it's been a big hit on Meg Thee Stallion's, career type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because she the one gotta live this lie. She the one gotta tell the lie. She the one gotta sell the lie. She gotta keep on making this thing a thing and acting in front of the camera because she a prominent celebrity type of person. So, she gotta propel this shit. And that's kind of hard to do if it ain't real. And you're dealing with the public opinion of the people. As an artist, you never know how that shit go. You know what I'm saying? You never know how the public opinion go when it comes to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hopefully Tory, you know what I'm saying, he get well soon. The trial gonna continue to go on, and whatever happened gonna happen. Hopefully something good happen for Tory. And I'm not saying nothing bad on Meg Thee Stallion, but we just all know it's bullshit. Simple as that.